cell phone.
You have reason to believe you're under surveillance?
Everyone's under surveillance. If you've got a cell phone, you're under
Talk like that makes me
Did
think.
I or did I not establish credibility on May 1st?
You correctly predicted that we'd all be called to work, yes.
Sometimes at the NSA, we download a roving bug onto smartphones to slave the microphone. You ever get an unwanted text message?
All the time. That's from my boss.
Here.
I'll never be able to put that back together.
They're coming out with a better model in 6 months.
That's unusual for the tech industry. Can you tell me a little about yourself?
I started out chasing around the Soviet Pacific Fleet doing signal intelligence cryptology for the Navy. But when the Berlin Wall came down, my war was over. So I went into the private sector like everybody else in the 90s, only not for a .com, doing data compression for fiber optics. Then 9/11 happened, and I decided it was a good time to get back into public service hunting bad guys.
You're an IT guy.
My title is Assistant Deputy Director of Technology and Systems, Cryptology and Mathematics at NSA.
I'm gonna have to... Oh, thanks.
I product test software.
NSA software.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me about the software?
It's data mining. One of the ways the NSA was tracking bin Laden, or any terrorist for that matter, was to write code that would sift through millions of electronic communications looking for a needle in a giant haystack. You know the machine that Batman uses in the Dark Knight to find the Joker, but when Morgan Freeman finds out about it, he says, "I'm quitting because no man should have this much power"?
No.
Know what?
I do not know that machine.
Well, it exists. We gave the contract to 2 defense contracting big boys, and it was my job mostly to make sure that they delivered and that it worked. The project title is Global Clarity, and it intercepts 1.7 billion phone calls, emails, and texts every day.
Legally?
By what standard?
The law.
No. It involves a significant amount of illegal, warrantless wiretapping of American citizens.
Just to be... When you say warrantless, are you saying unnecessary?
Without a warrant, warrantless. We could hunt for terrorists legally. But due to our boss's devotion to global clarity, the NSA has been happily violating the 4th Amendment, USS ID 18, and about a dozen of the NSA's own regulations about spying on Americans. You've got guys listening in on ex-wives, dropping in on calls from soldiers overseas, checking out what movie stars are up to.